Welcome, everybody. I'm sure anybody that watches my stuff knew this was coming. It just took me a little longer than I wanted it to, but yeah, this is the thing. And I'm really excited. Already played the demo, and already played ahead a little bit. I'm going to start over for the stream. And the opening cinematic is still probably going to choke me up, but yeah, we'll see. Try not to cry in front of you guys. This is new. Wasn't in the this wasn't in the original. I mean, no equivalent of it was in the original. But I do think it's cool. They're definitely playing a lot more at the environmental impact of Shinra and, you know, Mako farming and everything like that. It's pronounced Mako, by the way. I've always called it Mako. I don't know why, but Mako sounds weird to me. Yeah, I wonder how common this is going to be, seeing Midgar in daylight. That's also kind of a new thing. Alright, take a second here to adjust my camera a teeny bit more. What I've played so far has been shockingly faithful to the original. Nothing removed, only added. Right down to like the map layout and everything. So a lot of people play the demo, so I realized that this is, but like even with the demo, like there's some stuff that is in what was shown in the demo. There's stuff that's in this introductory part of the game now that was not in the demo, or at least I don't remember it being in the demo. Like there's some extra cutscenes that weren't in the original game either. Like I said, if anything, they've only added stuff. Or I thought about loading from a save immediately after the bits with the demo. Aw. But those cutscenes that I didn't remember seeing in the demo made me reconsider, so. Oh man. This fucking build up here. There's a fake out here. I always think it's gonna go into right there. But no, here it is. Oh man. I'm fucking 12 years old again. remember when I first saw that, I was like, it seems like a lot of build up for not much, but then I realized how much that must fucking hurt. And I was like, no, that's enough.
Get down here, Merc.
Arc. That's not a sword. That's just a giant slab of steel. Alright.
Halt!
I'm not going to skip any of the cutscenes, but I am going to skip the tutorials.
You're up.
You're coming with us.
Nice and easy.
Don't think so. Not bad. Get ready.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see them.
Have fun.
Freeze! Move and we shoot.
Go ahead.
The tutorials are a little bit intrusive in this introductory part of the game, but to my knowledge, there is not a way to turn them off, so just have to skip them all.
Drop the weapon.
You got this.
Yeah, what he said.
I can already tell that they're gonna make
You're coming with us.
That's that.
the situation with Biggs, Wedge, and Jesse a lot more impactful, I guess we'll say.
Let's get this over with. Was never in doubt.
You know, avoiding spoilers. Clear Icicle? My first time through here, I did stop and like kind of look at all the interesting details that they've added. There is nothing to find though. You know, if it's not in a chest or a box, nothing that I've noticed. No secrets. Da-na-na-na. Imagine in Zelda if you open up a chest and you get like, da-na-na-na, you found 2 grenades. You found 2 Vietnam era landmines.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
You know, the anime style reactions. It is a JRPG after all.
Look for what people notice first.
Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
I'd say you're not even reading the same book.
Enough. We're done here.
Are you
Come on,
insane?
nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
What?
Also, Jesse has this like crazy crush on you, which is not in the original game. But, you know, anything to develop the 3 of them more as characters, I can understand where they're going with it. Again,
You better be worth the money.
avoiding
man.
spoilers.
Every last gill.
Oh, the scene. I knew that.
Get him, boy!
This won't take long.
God damn it.
Enough. Let's go.
I found one!
Let's do this. Let's get this over with. Sorry. Enough. Nothing to it.
I do feel bad killing puppies, but you know, kind of scary looking. Looks like a kind of a vampire dog almost. Got like weird, awkward. I don't know. It's like the Hound of the Baskervilles with like a tentacle growing out of its head.
Hey, Cloud! Elevator's over there! Catch up soon!
Not as cute as it might otherwise be.
This way.
Huh. Not so fast. We've got company.
Yeah, see?
This will be quick. All right. Here it comes. That's that. Long. Won't last long. Gotta keep going.
One, get him!
See ya. Get ready. Enough. Was never in doubt.
Come on, Cloud.
Pick up the pace!
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
Don't you worry. Biggs will have the door open soon.
I'm watching you.
Oops.
In 3, 2... Damn, I'm good.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait. It's over.
That's my line.
He's alone. We can take him. Make it rain!
Oh, I haven't fired a single shot yet.
You've got this.
Oh, there we go.
See ya. Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
Cut it out.
I got this place covered.
Simmer down, hotshot.
It's a good thing I know someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
Careful in there. Well, what are you waiting for?
Security's only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes.
What mistakes?
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? So, you know Tifa, right? It's not really my business, but are you guys close?
This in particular, I do not remember being in the demo. Definitely wasn't in the original game.
Cloud! Are you ignoring me?
Tifa and I.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life. Rest assured, our inquiries will not take much longer. This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really
It's
hear
like
that?
Morpheus meets MLK,
Damn straight I do.
or like Malcolm X. Like he's got they've given him almost like this preacher way about him.
I I'd worry less about the planet and more about the next 5 seconds. Save the screaming for later.
Like if Morpheus yelled a lot more.
Our lives are on the line now. You listening, Merc? One false move, and that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Should have asked for more money.
Did you see the look on her face that she looks at Cloud? Oh my god. Oops. Yeah.
Gonna throw your sword at him? Let the man with the gun go to work. These tin cans ain't got nothing on me.
I'm still working out how to properly like dodge and stuff.
Want some more? Ooh, gotta love it. Don't keep me waiting. Firing one off. Is that all you got?
I love that his gun actually gets like overheated looking.
That's 10 of order. Get your ass out of here.
Not bad.
Trying to remember if there's any treasure here. I don't think there is. Yeah, and you go down these stairs and it's like, yeah.
Look what we have here.
A laser security system. Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then, make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood.
Yeah, I'll be sure to
Hey!
just follow your...
Just keep those baby blues
Oh
of
my
yours
God.
with me.
Impossible to get lost in this game. You just follow Jesse's snail trail. Sorry, that was really rude, but at the same time, like, oh my god.
Not too shabby.
I get why they're doing it though, because,
You're doing good.
yeah. I haven't read anything about this game. You know, nothing about the remake, of course. I know all about the game, obviously, but
Like a walk in the park, huh? Not a scratch. Now, on to the event.
I haven't read any like spoilers about anything in particular about the remake. So, you know, oh shit. I haven't read any like articles or reviews or anything about what happens later on. I do know that this is just Midgar only, but
They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe the floor with them first.
Ha! We can take this hunk of junk.
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons platform. If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
We need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. Shit.
Hey, stop moving!
Let's pin it down. Give it all you've got.
It just had to get
Ah, god damn it.
And we knock it down again. No time to complain. All good. No holding back. Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Sorry.
What are you? 20-something?
First.
Huh?
Soldier in first class. Doesn't go into the 20s.
What the hell you talking about? I mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Mm-hmm. Guess that makes you a 1-year-old, huh?
Oof.
Live and learn.
Barrett, that's rough. That's not even a dad joke. That's just bad.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
God damn. I can practically taste the Marco in here. Hurry it up. My heart's pounding like a jackhammer.
Scared, huh?
More like excited. I've been dreaming about this for years.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck. Not that way. Down the ladder, dummy. Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind.
Jesus. Oh my god. Proposition the guy and get it over with.
No match for me. That's that. Shit. Need a light?
Do I have to wait before I can assign commands? Can't remember. Oh, no. There we go.
You think if we fell in, we sink right down to the bottom? To the planet's core?
No. The pump would suck us back up.
How comforting.
done.
Cocky little bastard, ain't you? Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. All right, let's see if little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the honors. Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're
Oh
worth
my.
a bus.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job.
I never have understood why Cloud's so reluctant. Like, why didn't he just do it?
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc. Pretty cocky, ain't you?
I don't even think it takes 10 minutes to get out,
Double crossing!
even in the remake.
Heads up!
What in the hell? Hey, how the hell do we fight this thing?
It's got reinforced armor plating, but the internals can be overloaded. Lightning magic.
No other option, huh?
Gotta heal up.
We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
That's right.
Need my help, do you? Hey, better win this one for the planet. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up.
Wait, what? Oh, god damn it.
Bring it on. No holding back. Why you gotta pick on me? The hell is that?
A barrier? Never seen this defense system before.
Sir, thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
Shit. Oh man, alright.
I ain't going down fighting a goddamn scorpion. If we don't change it up soon, this thing's gonna kill us both.
Less talking, more shooting.
How about let's live from you? That thunder I hear?
Damn it.
Huh? It didn't work. Want some more? Damn it! This thing is tough.
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion! Want some more? Now, Kikiko. If I heal up, get off! Don't just stand there. Help me out, damn it!
Bounced right off.
Nice try, dumbass!
Frontal assault's no good.
It.
Damn it. Need to heal up soon. I won't give up. Heal up and regroup. There! Attack it from the rear.
Aye, soldier boy. Show me what you got. Ain't done yet.
Deal with that.
All right, watch and learn. Asshole! Damn pain in the ass. Enough with all the barriers. Now, why you gotta pick on me?
It seems different every time I play this fight.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing.
It's like last night when I was playing this, I had like 20 potions. Now I have, this time I had like 16 or something going into it. I had like 26 potions last night. And also tonight it seems like it took me a lot longer to take down that shield last night than it did today. But they put up a second shield? I don't remember seeing that before. God damn it.
You got this. Let's do this. Yeah, I'll do it. Could keep going if I heal up. We gonna let this thing pushing us around? I don't think so.
Now, hit it hard and fast.
Oh, you're in for it now.
Just shoot.
God damn it.
Calling fire. Steady. Not good. Patch yourself up. Focus. Find a way. Get ready.
Fucking shithead keeps jumping all over the place. I don't know, maybe I'm killing it faster this time and that's why.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Huh? So, what do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
You scared of something?
Steady. Now, go! Get ready.
God.
Gotta heal up when I have the chance. Won't last long. Let's do this. No holding back. Gotta heal up. Burn. All good. Heads up! Tail laser!
I see it.
Then take cover already! Strike now, before it fires again. Heal up and regroup. I won't give up. Damn it. Need to heal up soon. Get ready. That'll do. Incoming. Take cover.
There really no other option?
Wanna get
Ah!
be my guest.
God damn it.
Hard to think hiring you was a mistake.
That didn't happen before. It was weird, like the camera wouldn't let me move.
Got some fight left in you. Could keep going. Gotta love it. You think I care about muscle? Come on. Gonna make your eyes pop. Oh, hell! What's it doing now?
An auto repair unit. Damn it. We gotta take it out quick or we're screwed.
Oh, I am way ahead of you, Merc. When I get my chance, I'm gonna blow this bastard the hell up. And that's a problem. So now,
I gotta get better at selecting these from the hotkeys.
that thunder I hear? Hey, follow my lead.
No time to waste. Let's take it out quick.
Suck on this. Come on. Not good enough. Gonna make your eyeballs pop. And down goes another. Oh, you in for it now.
I finished them off a lot faster that time, in spite of my fuck-ups. I'm actually dreading finishing this, because I know when I finish it, I'm gonna be like, no! Why isn't there more? Why do I have to wait for the next chapter or whatever?
You hear that? Damn thing showed you how it's done.
Come on, we've got to move.
Wedge should be covering our way out. Go, go, go!
I love that you can see the materia in Cloud's sword. It's really cool. Nice touch. I hope they added models for all of the weapons. I love that these like respawned. It's pretty cool. Yeah, like there's some weapons that you get later in the game, like the Force Stealer and the
Break. Need a light? It's over.
the Force Stealer and like the organics and shit, like that look really cool. And I really hope they added models for all of the original weapons. Probably won't be. I mean, I don't know. You get any? Yeah, you do. You don't get any new weapons for in the original game. You didn't get any new weapons for Cloud until you got out. Like you have the Buster Sword for the entire time that you're in Midgar. But you do get.
You okay?
Do I look okay? Help a girl out, would you?
Actually, that is something that's different. In
My hero.
Hey, we'll link up over
maybe
there.
it's not until the next reactor, but in one of the reactors you find a new weapon for Barrett.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
Probably. Ah, come on, get down there. That's a nice touch. Being able to do that. Give anything if you were able to do that in the original.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're running out of
No, we're not.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused. I'll freak out if I don't talk.
Have it your way.
I love that it pans out to Barrett climbing over there. I don't know why. It's just cool seeing like, and the camera pans out and you see like the entirety of the reactor and everything. Like, I don't know. It just, this is really good.
Barrett!
I've got you covered. Find us a way out of here.
But then,
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
X, Soldier Boy.
They're here! Take them down!
We don't have time for this shit. It's our ticket.
Cool it. 5 seconds is all we need. Shit.
God damn it. I gotta stop doing that. Sometimes it seems like that it auto locks onto things, and other times it doesn't.
You don't look so good. Take care of those wounds before you bleed out.
No holding back.
Okay, so that was a little more like 25 seconds. Oops. Let me use. There we go. Fuck. Did I go the wrong way? God damn it. Yeah, I had to have gone the wrong way. Yeah, this is the way Barrett came. Yeah, I could have sworn that you got the assault gun for Barrett in this first reactor, and if that's the case, that's something different I did not notice before. You still save Jessie, although in the original game you had the option to fail to save her. Here you don't have that option.
Here we go.
Sloppy. Oh man. I'm seeing nods to Final Fantasy XIV here. For one thing, a lot of, not a lot, but a fair chunk of Cloud's moves look like fast motion versions of the Dark Knights. Although, I definitely wish the Dark Knight's combos looked a little bit more like this. I mean, obviously they couldn't be this fast, but...
That was nothing.
That's right, I always think there's something over there, but there's nothing. Anybody that's watched me do Let's Plays knows that I really hate missing stuff, and so I try and... These things are, like, really shitty because they're hard to see.
No time to celebrate.
I always try and find as much as I can on my first playthrough. I wasn't sure whether to call this blind because, I mean, everything's blind right now with this game. Or everyone's blind just because they played Final Fantasy VII, but they haven't played the remake, so they don't know what all is different, but oh, these guys, oh holy shit, okay. I also don't remember these guys being in the demo, but I could be wrong. They're definitely not... They're kind of... They're kind of on the more difficult side. They made them, like, really evasive in the remake.
Obviously. Get ready.
Yeah, as you saw, they kind of dodge a lot, and they don't do an insignificant amount of damage. Yeah, see, I don't even know what we were at, like 10 minutes? Yeah, not even. Or maybe it was maybe it was 9 minutes, I don't know.
Sir.
That's a new twist eater. That was not in the original game. Your bomb set off the reactor. This thing where, like, Shinra actually has, like, a fucking... You know... This whole conspiracy thing where Shinra actually blows up their own reactor before your bomb can even... do the job, really.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Doors open.
Don't want to sprint too fast, I might miss some treasure. I don't think there is anything. God damn it, Jesse, get up.
Can you walk?
This.
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Okay, that was pretty cool. All right, come on.
And that is where the demo ends. But not where this ends.
Looks like we made it. And with nothing but a few scratches to show. Think you might have overdone it?
I followed the instructions to the letter. Maybe it triggered a reaction with the Mako?
Well, let's hope the city's still in one piece.
But the planet's what matters, right? I mean, this must have helped some.
After all that, it had better have. Anyway, let's get going. We in Sector 8?
That'd be just down there.
All right then, lead the way.
You got it. Huh. Watch out for live wires. They're everywhere.
Ugh. The air in here reeks. Can't wait to get out in the open. Man, what is that? I've never smelled anything so foul. Oh, it's me. Gotta do something about that. And soon.
Is the idea that he's smelly, or that he's just, like, sweaty after all that's happened? I don't know.
I felt that one in my guts.
They just keep on coming.
We need to get out of this place.
Was it the Mako density? The primary explosive? The blasting agent?
Hey, we can figure that out later.
I'm running on empty here.
You can refuel at the base.
Next time I'll have to bring a little pick-me-up.
How much farther do we have to go?
Not far.
That's about as good a place as any.
Stand back then. I'll set the bomb.
Can't wait to see you, Marlene.
Can't wait to take a hot shower.
She's good to go. Fire in the hole!
Jesse and Biggs are not standing in a safe spot from a bomb at that angle around the corner.
Control those doors.
Let that be a lesson to anything that gets in my way.
Attention all citizens. Attention all citizens. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fires. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous. Therefore, all residents of
No. No way.
This couldn't have been us, could it?
But what if it was?
What's done is done.
Merc's right. It ain't pretty, but we can't stop now. This was just the first reactor, and the planet won't be safe till we get the rest.
Yeah. We always knew this was gonna get messy.
I do like that they're taking this angle with it,
Is only the beginning.
where they're like,
Y'all gotta look at the bigger picture here. Nothing worth fighting for was ever won without
because there are certain things referenced later on that,
Though you
like,
may not be crying out, I know you in pain. Just
a lot of
like
these
the planet.
cutscenes are gonna really help
It's
out.
okay, 'cause I'm here for you to help take the load
Aw,
off your
Barrett.
shoulders.
That's so sweet.
Your fears, your worries, your concerns, and yes, your fees. Whatever your problem, I got you.
There's so much more like character development that's happening
So, what's
that I
your
feel like
next
is
move,
gonna
boss?
really help.
Enough.
There's certain things that happen later on that in the original felt kind of unmotivated. I mean, not really, but on your first playthrough through the game, they feel kind of unmotivated. But then, you know, you go back and you kind of like, quote unquote, read the quote unquote subtext. In the original, that is. Yeah, they're doing this whole thing where they're like making it clear that what Avalanche is doing is
Shoot for the last train home. Regroup.
having an impact on innocent people, and you know, they're kind of going with the whole
Hey. I'd like my money now.
You can have it once we're back at base.
you know, they're kind of taking a page out of the Nier handbook where they're making the player character and the protagonists in general morally flawed, or at least morally dubious.
Yoo-hoo. I don't need to tell you what this is, right?
Of course not. It's healing material.
You can have it for saving my life.
Just doing my job. Nothing more.
Yeah. Fact is, I'm lucky you were there.
Anime grunt.
Survival can be a matter of luck or skill. And you can't rely on luck.
Words to live by.
Yeah, well, thanks.
You do know how to use it, right?
You do know what I was, right?
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency
Okay,
Operations
I was only trying to help. Oh,
Unidentified
before I forget, here's a little something extra for being so brave. That really was the ride of a lifetime.
Giggity. All right. I like that Cloud starts with fire materia this time around. whereas Barrett has the thunder materia and a cure materia, which is in the original you started with ice and thunder both on Cloud. Barrett didn't have anything. I always thought it was a little weird to start with the ice materia, you know? Oh, right. Hold on. Got some DLC to grab. I pre-ordered this with the, I don't know, whatever it was, special edition, deluxe, whatever the fuck. Comes with these little bonus summoning materia. I don't think these are like summoning, I mean, they are summoning materia, but I don't think they're a part of the proper, like, collection of summoning materia that we'll eventually get. I think they're like special DLC items that are just like not particularly powerful. I don't know, I haven't really had a chance to use them yet, but I do definitely appreciate this music. Like, they did a really good job remixing this. Wait a minute, there was a way to set summoning materia earlier. Weird. Oh, I gotta go through the fucking tutorial first, of course. Alright, there we go. Yeah, this. So, apparently equipment is going to have its own special dedicated slots for summoning materia. See, like, to the right of that icon, there's like a little creature face icon. I don't know, that's kind of what I see, but Coco Flare. Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these to use, to be honest. I'm gonna use Carbuncle. I feel like Cloud does enough damage on his own. Doesn't really need help. I love that they've definitely developed the world a lot more. You know, for example, Barrett isn't the only black person in the game now. Like, man, I'm sorry, but that was just unrealistic. And we got like all shades here. Is that a traffic light? It is. Yeah, you like walk around and talk to these people and it's like you refuse to believe. Oh, well, okay. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, this is kind of cool. Like, they're making it clear that you know, Avalanche's actions have had effects that aren't exactly all good. This is like some straight up 9/11 shit. Like, I mean, the reactor's not fine. Look at that, it's on fucking fire. Yeah, I know. I see you.
Careful up here. This could collapse at any moment. If you want up, you'll have to use those
I love how there's some people like sitting down on the side whose like lives have been ruined, and this lady over here is like, "Oh my god, I'm not gonna catch my train." Some people are like, "Shinra will save us." The only difference, really, instead of our government slash terrorists slash Muslims, it's, you know, quote unquote, so to speak, it's the power company. The power company will save us. Oh, well, thanks, buddy.
What, do we dig our way through? Nah, that's a death wish.
Could even argue that they're making a commentary on 9/11 here, because obviously that wasn't all Avalanche. That was clearly Avalanche's bomb plus, like, I think the implication is that the bomb that we set did not have the explosive yield to do all this, and that Shinra helped us out and made it worse. But
Look at all this debris.
You can still walk?
Hey, can you hear me?
that's an old lady.
Give us a sign. Got someone in need of medical attention. Send a stretcher.
Station's intact.
Excuse me, dear residents, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, Genova? Knock, knock. You can't swing your sword out here, I forgot. I'm pretty sure there's no treasure here. I'll just run ahead. Bum bum bum. Totally not in the original game. This is an addition. They're obviously, I don't know. So far they've made the story even, like, way more intriguing. Not to say the original wasn't, but I'm expecting that they're going to do a lot of... There's going to be a lot of extra narrative in the remake. Because if there was one criticism of the original Final Fantasy VII that a lot of people had, it's that people played the game and then they were like, what the fuck just happened? Like, they couldn't follow the story. And I think the story was too complex and nuanced for the medium of the time. Like, there wasn't enough expository means to kind of communicate a lot of what was happening. I mean, if you go back and you play it and you know the story, you can kind of see, like, certain cutscenes, certain bits of dialogue, like, oh, okay, like, that's what was happening there. But, like, your first time playing through the original, or even your second or third time, it's easy to see how some people would be like, wait, what? Especially if they miss stuff, because there's a lot of extra narrative and exposition that's hidden behind side quests. I almost said locked behind side quests, but I mean, that makes it sound like the side quests are hard to do. But this is, all of this, what's happening now, is not in the original. This cutscene with following Sephiroth. I guess if I have one criticism of this,
You're not real.
it makes things a little more
Dead.
obvious than I feel like they need to be.
I killed you with my
In the original, it was just like
You need not
the music cut out and this creepy theme
it was the
popped in, and
of our time together.
Cloud was standing there and there was a voice in his head basically telling him stuff.
I have a favor to ask.
And
Our beloved planet is dying.
for that part, I felt like it was enough.
Silence.
This whole thing of like giving Sephiroth away this early,
Can you bear to see the planet
I don't know about that, but
Cloud?
we'll see.
Were the planet to die, so many things would be lost. Your hometown,
I have a feeling that what they might be doing here is,
sound of her voice, pleading for me to
you know,
spare
play the original after you get out of Midgar.
yielding to cold.
There's a big expository lull in the game where you go to a town and basically watch a
Binds us together would be
30-minute cutscene
I would be loath to live in
slash dialogue sequence.
which is why I must ask you
And
this one
don't
thing.
get me wrong, there's some interactive elements, but
It's a simple
I feel like
run,
what they might be doing here is
run away,
making it so that that long
to leave. You
bit
have
of
to
exposition doesn't need to happen by doing it in bits and pieces along the way while we're in Midgar.
live. Good, Cloud.
I have a hunch. It's not a prediction because I don't really believe 100% or even 50% that that's what's happening or going to happen, but it's a theory. Maybe. Alright, so this is around where I stopped playing my other file.
I'm seeing things. Fumes from all the Mako,
Yeah.
maybe. All right. You got this.
Alright. So right around here is where I stopped playing and quit out of the my other save file and started up the stream and then loaded this one. From this point forward, you guys are going to be getting genuine reactions. I don't know if this is the way that I came from or not. Oh, right, there's a little way marker up on the top. Nice though, I like that. It's a pretty simple one. Oh, okay, I actually can't go back the way I came. I do like...
Oh my! I think that's about to give way too.
Why would someone do this?
This music that's playing right now is new. I don't remember hearing this in the original game. I like it though.
Expressway was damaged too.
I think I'm supposed to go down that alleyway, but I'm gonna explore a little bit because
Do something. Quickly! We have to get him out!
Military's on the way. Once they're here,
There's no time! He needs help now! Get me out of this place!
I mean, you guys could all just follow me. You're not trapped. Perfectly good alleyway right here.
I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to
Oh, dude. That sucks.
Sector 8 Expressway.
Help this kid?
You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk.
Oh, no. That's so sad. literally in a corner. And there's like adults around the corner that could be helping these kids, but I'm not an adult apparently. Is there really nothing I can do to help those kids? Like that feels kind of shitty. I even
Shinra will save us. I know it.
yeah, there's not shit I can do. Busting anybody's house. This shit reminds me of Deus Ex, like climbing these building side staircases and shit.
Man, what a mess.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. An evacuation order has been issued to the occupants of buildings in the vicinity of the
Have they
Sector 8
put out the
Expressway.
fires yet?
Not yet.
You are advised
What
to
if they
vacate the
reach
area
us?
immediately.
What do we do then?
Explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk. It is not safe to remain in.
I don't know if it's the end of the world, like
Mom, we want to get our toys. Not. But we can get them later, right?
oh my god. You guys need to, I don't know, do something about your children's priorities. God damn. I don't know if this is really the apocalypse that you people are making it out to be. This is the equivalent of like a power station or like, you know, one of those. Yeah, I think they're called power stations. Those like slabs of concrete that just have like, you know, power things. I forget what they're called. And it's just like a, you know, industrial jungle gym looking thing, pretty much. This is the equivalent of somebody blowing one of those up, really. Only it's a reactor. So I guess it's the equivalent of a nuclear reactor, except Mako isn't harmful. And it's not particularly explosive either, so it's not even like somebody blew up an oil well. Wait, that's the way I came from, isn't it? No, I didn't come from this way. The camera at certain points does feel a little like I can't move the camera right now. And that kind of, that's one complaint that I have. The camera kind of like does that little whiplash thing that it just did when perspective changes, but it's not that bad. I have complete control over it now, except that there doesn't seem to be a way to make the camera zoom out. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. My mic is on, camera's on.
How dark and tortured.
Dark and tortured, yeah, that's him.
Damn, he's so cute. That hair is so much better, but still awful. Okay, let's talk about those gloves. It would be literally impossible for you to, like...
Yeah, that glove does look, that gauntlet around his wrist does look a little bit skinnier than his actual wrist would be.
It looks like he has a mechanical arm, correct.
Yeah.
Also, like, the segmented fingers with those big chunky bits wouldn't be able to segment your finger.
Bits.
So, bullshit.
I do like that you can see the materia in his weapon, though.
Very cute, very cute.
I
And
like that.
I appreciate the remap on the pretty bits.
Yeah.
It's got some grooves.
We just blew up the reactor, and basically we're walking around out now, and we're seeing the impacts of the bombing. Basically, they've done a lot more to develop the story. Like, you're walking around afterwards and you're seeing all these people that are basically like their homes are in the fallout and shit, and so there's people like, you know, basically like bemoaning their homes, their car, their, you know, whatever. Or like there were some kids in an alleyway just now that were crying for their mom and I couldn't do anything to help them.
Don't need.
It was so sad.
Thing about terrorism, bad.
Well, I mean, you know, they've heavily hinted.
Yamako terrorists.
They've heavily hinted that that Shinra actually set off a bomb of their own, and that the bomb that we set was nowhere near strong enough to have done this damage. So, conspiracy theories.
My friends at the station.
This won't phase Shinra at all.
Keep you safe and escort you to the shelter.
We'll wait for the military.
Yes, they will have been trained for this sort of thing.
Alright, just keep bumping into people apparently.
It's on fire, and the mayor does what? You think maybe it could have just been an accident?
Oh yeah, the mayor. I forgot about that guy. Midgar has a mayor. I totally forgot about that. Alright. Wandered around enough. My wife that just came in, she's... Oh. The fuck? That's new. Uh-huh, this is all new. Wow.
You are too weak to save anyone. Not even yourself.
Are you okay? Hey, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? A flower?
That's right. It's a gift. You know, for scaring those things away.
What things?
Never mind. Think of it as a memento.
Just my luck.
Just my luck.
I heard that, you know.
See, I don't know how to play this because normally I make my decisions in such a way as to not favor Eris too much. Because I personally am I'm more of a fan of Tifa, but I mean, with what happens later in the game, like, ultimately it's, I don't know. There's a lot of details and little bits in the original that I really hope stay in this one. But I'm gonna play this. I think a lot of people consider Cloud being extra nice to Eris canon. I'm gonna go with that. Even though it isn't what I would normally do.
Well, that depends on the customer. In your case, it's on the house.
Aw,
Lovers used to give these when they were reunited.
that's new.
Look, I'm involved in things. Dangerous things.
Oh, I'm sure you are. So?
So keep your distance.
Wait, you think someone's out to get you? Is that what you're all worked up about? Relax. No one's going to attack you. I promise.
Hey, a Mako reactor just blew. You shouldn't be out here trying to self...
Help me!
Again, all new. There's so much new shit. Oh my god, this is gonna be like, Midgar itself is literally gonna be like a full game.
Drop your weapon! it.
They don't see them.
Are you blind?
You know, you're right.
Wait!
Nice meeting you.
Standing there with the flower, soldiers are like,
Sword on the ground, right now.
yeah, I don't think so.
Here we go. That's that. See ya.
Oh, dude, that guy got fucked up. Oh. The clangy percussion, just like the original. I feel like the cyberpunk elements of the story were really lost on the original game.
An evacuation order has been issued to the occupied buildings in the vicinity of the Sector 8 Express. You are advised to vacate the area immediately. The explosions at the reactor have caused numerous ongoing fires. Many homes are at risk.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to suspect they may outdo the original game with this. As long as they don't fuck up something like horrifically in the I mean, the gameplay so far, I mean, I don't expect that to change, and it's pretty fucking good, so. Oh, hello.
You're not going anywhere!
Get ready. That's that. See ya. It's over. Not bad.
Yeah, so assuming the gameplay stays the same throughout, which is really solid, that's already something that bodes well for the future installments, but unless they do something horrible with the story, I don't see how they could. I think it's safe to say they'll outdo the original easily. This. Deadly dodge. New materia. I can dig it. I am getting lost. Okay, so that's the way I came from. Right, okay, so I went here and then... Oh, dude, there's places that I didn't explore. That won't do. Objective is up here, so I'm actually gonna about face and go back this way. I want to find all the things.
All clear.
It's over. Burn. Going in. You're mine. You're done. Nothing to it.
Trying to make things just a little bit more intuitive. Doing here. Right. Oops. Like a whole extra area down here. Like my objective's all the way up here, but like there's all this shit to explore. How could I resist? Wait, I have been here. Hold on a second. Oh, I ran all the way back the way I came. I'm an idiot. I want to know who's in these cars, that they're just sitting there with their brake lights on.
Just give it up! Don't run!
Box him in! Box him in! There's nowhere to run!
Try this.
Oh, did I just get myself into trouble? There we go. All right, who's gonna be the lucky one to get the limit break? I guess it's gonna be the Grenadier here. Oof. I didn't even ever notice how much damage that does. Holy shit. I'm feeling like maybe I need to adjust the only because it's kind of hard to hear some of the dialogues sometimes. All right. Oh wait, no, no, no! Don't want to go up there yet. I thought it said the objective was up here. Didn't it? I'd have sworn that's what it said. Whatever.
Don't let him get away, no matter what.
Is there more? Are they just gonna keep sending dudes at me? Ah, there we go.
Going in.
Oof.
Enough. It's over.
Ah, yeah. Knew there'd be other stuff. Wrist guards. Wonder if those have a materia slot. Oh, power. Okay. All right.
Message from aerial recon. They want us to lock down the station area.
Get ready. That's that. So long. I'd be better off trying my luck somewhere else.
That area down there. I need to go down there. I don't need to, but I'm going to. Find everything. And I'm glad I did, because that's a materia.
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
You're mine. Let's go.
Hell yeah. That HP up. Wow. Getting all sorts of goodies. What is deadly dodge? Huh. Interesting. I am going to save that until I have, you know, materia slots to put it in, but it looks cool. Like you have a dodge combo basically. That powers up.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. The area near the expressway is still extremely
Sorry, I'm obviously still getting the hang of the controls.
Those in the vicinity are instructed to leave immediately. If you need to access the train station, please
Oh no, can I not get back? Oh no, that sucks. I hope there was nothing like uber awesome that I just missed by doing that. Man. Right. Yeah, because there's these pieces of the map. That little spot right there, and then whatever this is. I don't know, maybe I just couldn't get to them. Maybe I don't know. Seems unlikely that I would have missed that altogether, but who knows.
The area near the expressway is still extremely dangerous. Those in the vicinity are instructed. For the safety of sensitive residents.
Looks like the station's crawling with public security.
Blockades have been erected throughout the area. To avoid accidents, prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised. I repeat. This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations.
That's so dark there.
For the safety of sensitive residents,
Okay, so where am I going? Right. Is there anything down here? I don't think I came back here, did I? No, I did not. I don't know what Moogle metals do, but my guess is they sell really well.
Over there!
Yeah, fuck. Jesus. Shoot a man while he's climbing a ladder?
Close call.
Be advised, target approaching residential area. Seal hall access immediately.
Target sighted! Get him!
It's all or nothing now.
Shinra Emergency Operations. Blockades have been erected throughout the area. To avoid accidents,
We're going.
prompt compliance with officers' instructions is advised.
Oh. Derp. Wait, no, I just came down this. Over here. I don't know what these people were shooting at. Nobody even in sight.
Don't underestimate him.
Oh man, this guy's got riot gear.
Still in it.
Wanna get hurt?
No holding back. Enough. That's that. Enough. Not bad.
Ain't sure the best way to go about taking that guy out, but I'm sure there will be a tutorial on it later.
I see him!
Oh shit.
It's over. Enough. That it?
Confirmed. Target has entered residential area. Full lockdown is in effect. All units,
Nice. Weak to fire.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Weird that there's these skinny little alleyways that are pretty conspicuous, but can't really do anything with them.
Residents are instructed to remain inside. Do not venture outside for any reason. An announcement will be made when the lockdown has been lifted.
He's here!
Whatever. Get ready. Enough.
Oh, god damn it.
Easy! Grenade out!
See ya. That's that.
Oh, it was already up here. God damn it. They've got a lockdown going. Oh man.
This is an alert from the Shinra Emergency Operations Center. Reactor 1 bomb has been sighted.
Enemy combatants, you have been warned. Surrender yourself to public security immediately. You have nowhere to run.
No way. It's over. So long. No escape. Let's do this. Enough. Going in. It's over. Was never in doubt.
Pretty cool. Alright. Treasure with its own parking space. I love it. The flower's still in my shirt. Holy shit. Oh man, so it's probably gonna be there when we get to the 7th heaven and Tifa's gonna see it and I get sad. And I'm gonna feel bad. Oh shit. Vehicles.
End of the line, punk!
I'm gonna enjoy this.
Uh-oh.
Time to burn. Try me. Shit.
Ah, god damn it.
No escape. Let's get this over with.
Ah, interesting. Based on a gauge?
Gotta be careful.
Thing.
Right. Here we go.
You got no chance.
Time back.
Fuck.
I won't give up.
Shit.
Come on. All good.
Alright.
Duty calls.
Interesting.
Do your worst.
Get ready. Now. Sorry. I see you. That'll do.
Ow. Holy fucking shit. Oh, it's gotta be, okay. Fix the entire ATB gauge, okay.
Don't let him escape! HQ, this is Sector 8, Unit 2. Target is surrounded. Moving to secure.
Wait! I know that.
One of the soldiers knew him? Is that what I heard?
Guess Cloud won't be joining us after all.
No need to assume the worst. I'm sure he's fine. You saw him in action, didn't you? Guy's a soldier. Goddamn one-man army.
You think he's a keeper?
On my go. You had me worried for a minute.
public security the runaround. That's what. Had to draw them away from the station somehow.
Nicely done.
Well, can't argue with results, huh? What?
Wait. Got a question for you all.
What?
Ever been attacked by an invisible enemy?
What?
Wearing robes. Came and went like the wind.
Thought they were invisible.
They were, at first. Only saw them after she grabbed me.
A new Shinra weapon, maybe?
More like a panic-induced hallucination.
No comment on the flower or him getting grabbed?
Forget I said anything.
Suit yourself. Come on, let's move up.
A lot of people here.
And in the freight car, too.
Because of the evacuation order, maybe?
Lucky us. We've got a crowd to hide in. Head for the front of the train and hold there.
Due to an explosion at Mako Reactor 1, an emergency schedule is now in effect. Your understanding and cooperation is appreciated.
This is a passenger train?
The highway collapsed right in front of me.
We don't need no reactors. Serves these assholes right for shitting on the slums.
Maybe the freight car's done something.
Wow, who'd have thunk of the people riding in the freight car? Guess they don't have much choice, but rather than me.
Freight car, okay. Alright, here we go.
Been down to the surface in years.
Are you
So cramped.
Dude, look at the size of my sword. Like, these people on the train really gonna give me shit?
Where is it?
I'm away.
Got it.
Ugh, so cramped.
Got it.
Should have gone to Sector 3 instead.
Man, everyone's on edge.
Of course they are.
Hey, Cloud.
Glad it won't be me
I,
cleaning up the office.
If you're about to unburden yourself, don't.
Yeesh. You don't make it easy.
Stop that right now!
What right now? What are these people talking about?
Ah, that better not have been what I thought it was.
No thief's getting my money.
Never mind. Sorry to disturb you. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump. Huh?
Stop that right now!
What is going on?
Hey! Oh, never mind. Sorry to disturb you.
Wait, what the? Oh, that's weird.
What are these people talking about?
Do you mind? I'm trying to work here. I'll be nice and talk to my brothers. Just leave me alone, alright? Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
Ah, that better not have been what I thought it was.
Why don't you learn to
Hey,
take a hint,
got a sec?
buddy?
They call it
Who
the
ties its
perpetrator's
ways?
hit.
Who's I? Right? I got a second, Biggs. What's up?
What'll become of Sector
Talk to me.
Now this is Sector 8, so...
Why don't you learn to take a hint, buddy?
You're, holding up pretty well, huh? Even after what we saw at the station and all over Sector 8?
I'm a soldier.
Why don't you learn to take a
Wow.
hint, buddy?
My hands are still shaking.
You get used to it.
Something to look forward to. Or maybe not.
Have they
Why
caught
don't
the
you learn to take a
perpetrators
hit,
yet?
buddy?
Do you think Wu Tai's to blame?
You see, my daughter now lives in Sector 8, so...
Mr. Shinra catch the bad men yet?
What's up, man?
Good thing there'll be electricity where we're going.
I just did a terrorist.
Nah, Shinra wouldn't let that happen.
Little help, Cloud? Please? I can't stop thinking about it. The bomb I made shouldn't have
Yeah, although I only have an hour before I need to hop off and start raiding.
Triggered a reaction with the Mako. You said so yourself.
Just hop in the
Shouldn't the reactor have fail-safes to
Discord on the Nistron server.
You mentioned invisible enemies back there, right?
Right.
No. I'm just looking for excuses for something that was clearly my own fault. Gotta own up to it if I'm gonna
You hear me?
move on. Thanks, Cloud. You're
Oh,
a good
hold on.
listener.
Maybe some grounders did it as payback?
Don't be stupid.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
Good thing there'll be electricity where we're going.
I'm sure Sector 7's affected too.
Nah, Shinra
Oh,
wouldn't
that's
let that happen.
Oh no. Hold on. Elgato's basically bogarting my sound card for whatever reason. Headphones, please. Thank you. Here we go.
Bail.
Alright. Now, people on stream can probably hear you now, but I still can't. God damn it. Why will you not change? Oh my god. Maybe this? Say something. Speak. Oh, well, you're not even in the thing anymore. Alright, well, that's fine. Yeah, I saw you popping up on the stream. So, like on the desktop audio meter, but I couldn't hear you in Discord. I don't know why. So you can't hear me even though I'm lighting up? Hold on. Alright, now... Hold on. I'm gonna try launching the Discord app and see if that's better. Yeah, Elgato really doesn't want to give me control of my sound card again for some reason. Alright, let's see. Let me hop back in here. Alright, there you are. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Phones.
Oh, sick. They finally have built-in noise suppression. That's dope. You there?
Oh, you know what? I bet I know I can fix this.
I hear you.
Settings.
I hear you. I can hear you.
Let's see. Damn it. Yeah, it's not gonna. I would have to stop the stream and then start it up again. Oh, you can hear me now? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I just still can't hear you because it won't let me change like everything is working except when I go to switch my or actually, you know what? I'm a fucking idiot. Hold on. I think I have the answer. I think I figured it out. Hold on. Alright. Say something.
Something.
Oh shit, we have success.
Hey.
Unfortunately, hold on. Okay. Now say something.
Something.
Okay, there we go.
Cool.
You're coming in twice.
Ah, yes.
Alright. Now the only problem is I can't hear the game, but that's okay. I'll make that sacrifice just for you. What's up, buddy?
You know, the usual. Actually, I was trying to well, that ended poorly. I was actually trying to work on editing when we did Satisfactory
Oh
on
yeah?
my smexy new work laptop. Yeah, apparently it was not prepared for all 92 gigs of that day's swag, and the thing is fucking melting. So I tried to get it. I tried to get Premiere to just, you know, pack it up in Project Manager so that I could kick it over to my rig and keep working on it, but then it failed to do that. So I may be starting from scratch. It's all good. I was only like an hour into editing it, so all things considered, not that bad. But what's up? Well, here in Georgia, our fucking governor finally extended the stay-at-home order to the end of the month, so that's not nothing.
Sounds good. Yeah, I went to the not the well, yeah, no, I went to the grocery store the other day to try and buy a thermometer. That was fun. Because Amanda had a scare where she thought she had some flu symptoms, but it was really just a medication issue.
Ah. Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah, I right now, while this cutscene's playing, I'm trying to see if I can set up my audio to where I can get the output of Discord to go somewhere else, and that way I can turn monitoring on for the Elgato and be able to hear this without it coming in twice.
Are you using Voicemeeter?
I am not.
Ah, yes. So that's your problem.
I mean,
we'll hook you up with a Voicemeeter at some point.
All right.
Because that's how I do this. That's how I keep this shit separated. Is there's like virtual audio devices, and I have a virtual mixer for them. So the virtual output that Discord goes to is different than the virtual output that my game audio goes to. But then the physical output that they actually go to is the same. Or, well, with my headphones, not, because I actually have two different channels in these awesome SteelSeries headphones, and now I understand why fucking everybody on Twitch has the same headphones.
Yeah.
I mean, because for the price, it's kind of hard to do better than these things. My problem is some fucking Windows driver management change they did recently, making me unable to run them wireless. Don't get me started.
Personally, I find visual aids make
I thought I had it fixed, and then it worked for like a day, and then it stopped again. So I'm using my nice wireless headphones, fucking wired.
How do I set up, if I can just set up an audio output capture just for the Discord app, I can do it. Just can't remember how to do that.
I mean, you're gonna need just straight up, you're gonna need Voicemeeter for this. Trust me, I spent like weeks, months banging my head against the wall until I found Voicemeeter and went, oh, this does exactly what I need it to do.
Yeah.
And that way you could also run a fucking, chatbot to read chat to you, but not have it captured by OBS.
Right.
Yeah, so the combination of needing to, have separate levels for Discord and game audio, and also wanting something that I heard but, viewers didn't, eventually led me Googling around until I found Voicemeeter. And I paid for it, but you don't have to. It'll nag you on launch, but you don't really need any of the pay features, so.
Okay. I think if I turn, hold on, I think I might have figured it out. Maybe.
Shinra sucks up Mako while the soil turns to dust. The air fills with smog and the
No.
die.
Then leave and don't look back.
I'm just impressed that Discord finally has like built-in fucking noise suppression.
Right, yeah. Oh man,
That's got to be the thing that they added in the update that I just had to restart for, because that definitely was not there before.
I'm just gonna listen to it on my TV.
Aha. Now we're gonna see how good your noise gating gangster is to see if it gets picked up by your mic.
There's only one way it can go.
I basically just turned it up just loud enough for me to hear it.
Well, hopefully that works. I wanted to get back to my Death Stranding playthrough this weekend, but we're about to run out of time for double XP on WoW, and I have 2 more tunes. I can definitely hear that.
Yeah. Hold on. Alright. You shouldn't be able to hear it now unless I'm talking.
Yeah, I think you got it. Also, I hadn't seen this before. This new mod view for Twitch is pretty cool. Oh, you use it? Yeah. Apparently Amanda uses it when she's watching my stream. I was gonna say, you've been so Johnny on the spot with some of the moderating stuff that you must have been doing something. Yeah, so I can see your stream, and then I can see all the mod actions and auto mod queue. Like this is pretty cool shit. Ooh, block terms, permitted term. I can like just add in words that no one's allowed to say on your channel. This is a hoot. Let me hit you with that FFD special.
You missed all the combat. I'm sorry to say. And I'm sure that you're sorry that you missed the anti-capitalist terrorist bombing that I just committed.
Oh, well, in that case, yes.
Yeah, no, I'm really impressed so far. They've outdone themselves, even though this first this entire game is literally only the first chapter of the original game, which is crazy. And I totally see how it's going to fill up all that time because they've added so much.
Yeah, I was aware of the fact that the game isn't complete yet.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure this is the Final Fantasy game I tried. Well, the original was the one I tried playing back in the day. Was like, I don't want to insert disc 2. I'm fucking done. That was a fucking wrap for Final Fantasy for me. Was when I finally got to the end of disc 1, and it's like insert disc 2, and it was like, I can think of like 1,000 things I'd rather do than insert disc 2 for this shit.
Oh yeah. Oh man, and they even added like a plot wrinkle where like in the original game, like it's never implied that the explosion of the reactor is due to anything other than the bomb that we set, but now it appears that we might have had some assistance from the people we were bombing to make it look worse than it really was and increase the collateral damage that they would then blame on us.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
That's
Right?
some fucking like 12-dimensional chess bullshit right there.
Right? Oh man.
Oh man, I just tried to redeem an emote on your channel and you haven't set up your emotes yet.
I still don't have them because I haven't had like whatever the amount is, like 10 people chatting at once. Bullshit or whatever.
Ah, damn it. That seems so fucked up to me. I know I had a way different arc on Twitch than you've had. It just seems weird to me that you can make affiliate and not have emotes. I guess they figure there's no way you could possibly meet the other requirements without having that one happen too, but...
Right. Well... I also just recently had like my... What was it? Like 500th hour streaming? Or 5,000th? I don't know. Something like that. I had a lot of milestones passed at weird times. Because I used to stream without really caring. Just everything.
Yeah, like when you're really gunning for affiliate specifically, you find yourself doing things differently. I mean, like, I know that like in that week where I decided like I'm doing it this week, like anytime I saw my viewer count like dip below 3 for more than like 15 or 20 minutes, I'd be like, and we're done, click offline. Because that fucking average viewer count number is the one that'll crush your soul.
Right, yeah. Still gonna have a job. Oh my god.
Oh wow, there's something timely. Also, doesn't it just fucking figure I was unemployed for the better part of a year and then the apocalypse popped off and suddenly I have a job?
Yeah, I think that's why I'm like, I was really curious about your job. I was like, what kind of job would be hiring right now? There must be something special about them.
Well, before the apocalypse, basically this print company that has like half a dozen like manufacturing facilities.
Oh my
had...
god.
What?
It's Tifa.
Oh.
It's the first time she's appeared in the game. Still has this
hooray and such. Yeah, I have zero emotional attachment to anything in this fucking game.
Yeah, no, I understand. I do though. I absolutely got choked up at the opening movie. I knew she was gonna see the flower. Oh, dude, nice save.
How sweet. When did you
Oh my god.
Has been years. Huh? I need to talk to Barry.
Oh, but yeah, so before and completely unrelated to the apocalypse, this print company with like half a dozen manufacturing facilities across the country had one IT guy like doing the internal user support, and he gave them like 4 days notice. He was just like, and I'm out of here, and just fucking bailed. He documented nothing, left projects half done, and I'm talking about like M&A type projects. He left like half done and dipped. So then they hired the guy who's my boss, and after he'd been there like 2 weeks, they were like, oh yeah, you can hire a subordinate. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna actually do that. They're like, well, we told the last guy, but he never did it. And he's just like, what? Yeah, I'm hiring someone like now. So then what happened was they interviewed me, they interviewed some other fucking guy, and like they just couldn't decide between us, and they like flipped a coin and the other guy won because that's my luck. So then that guy ended up flaking on them. So then fast forward to March 31st and my phone rings. I'm in the middle of a stream, and so I didn't see it, like that I have voicemail for like until like an hour later. I took a break on my stream. I glanced down at my phone. I saw a missed call from the guy who's now my boss. He's like, yeah, so the other guy flaked on us, and I know you were really interested, so are you still available? I was like, yes. And so I started the next day, and I've been remote the entire time. I've been to the office one time to pick up my laptop, and we had to do a couple of other things, but like I've only been in the office once since I got hired.
Oh, lucky.
Intensely, yeah. So that's my luck for the rest of the year for sure.
I mean, the whole like working remote thing. Like, I wish I could be working remote. That'd be great.
Oh well, it's pros and cons, because the problem is like I don't know jack about this company, and I'm trying to like feel everything out while remote.
Sure. Yeah, I can see how that would be cumbersome.
Yeah, especially because I'm working for a company that does industrial scale printing. So like they have presses. You heard? We're not talking about little printers. We're talking about presses. So I get and the problem is that a lot of the users don't know the fucking difference. So they're like, yeah, I can't print. So like I remote into their machine and I'm looking around. I was like, okay, well, try to print something. They're like, it didn't work. I was like, do you happen to know the model of this printer? And they come back and they're like, oh yeah, it's a Xerox V180. And I'm like, that's not a printer. That is not a fucking printer. That is a like 8-phase digital press. What the hell? Okay, so then I had to go look the thing up, and I was like, all right, I think I can do this. I think I can bullshit my way through, because Xerox is usually pretty reasonable about shit, and I've dealt with Xeroxes before on both Windows and Macs, so let me see. And everything was fine, and I managed to find the mystical all-fixing driver that my boss apparently didn't. And that was, again, shout out to the fact that I have prior experience with Xerox, because otherwise, no fucking chance I would have known where to find that shit. Their website's pretty terrible. But anyway, so I find the driver. I'm going through the setup. Everything's fine. I'm like, haha, yeah, I got this. The thing has 5 fucking print queues. Like, you go to set up a printer, and you don't even think about the fact that what you're actually seeing on the network when you go to connect to the printer is its print queue. This motherfucking thing has 5 fucking print queues, and only one of them actually does straight through, as in job comes in, instantly gets processed.
Dude,
I mean, processed. What?
I'm sorry, like, I'm just in awe looking at this.
I'm seeing it. It's just, like, I know anime is magic, but yeah.
All right, I have to watch this. Feel free to comment on it, or make fun of it, or do whatever you got to do to make conversation. I was
thinking you could stay there for now.
Her outfit seems practical.
So you wouldn't even have to pay rent. Sound good?
Sure does. Thanks.
Follow me then.
Okay, I thought that was gonna be a. Oh, never mind.
It was chaotic.
Sorry for dragging you into all this. It was wrong of me to put you in danger like that. I promise I won't do it again.
Dangerous part of the job.
You think Homeboy's sword is big enough?
Oh, dude, like on the train, we went through a passenger car, and people were like bumping into me and being like, "Hey, watch it," and I'm like, "Look at the sword on my back, punk."
You had me worried. You're not
I'll fucking look at little rats. Oh man.
Oh, I see him.
Sorry, it's like seeing a game I played when I was 12, like redone with this much attention to detail.
Sure. Yeah. If they remade Commander Keen with these kind of graphics, I'd flip the fuck out.
Oh, right.
Yeah, they're adding lots of plot development too that wasn't in the original. There hasn't been anything missing, nothing they removed, but they're like fleshing out. I think that was one of the bigger complaints I mentioned this earlier on stream. It was one of the bigger complaints that people had about Final Fantasy VII is that they were like, "What the fuck is happening? Like, I can't follow this story at all." And I think that there was a lot of like subtext that was being missed because there wasn't really any way to like make it clear or apparent without stupid exposition in the medium at the time.
Yeah.
You know, lack of cutscenes, lack of voice dialogue, things like that. And they seem to be adding a lot of backstory here that's really interesting.
Trying to make up for lost time.
I'll introduce you tomorrow.
I mean, let's just go in, shall we? I don't know why.
It's a little bare, but should be enough to get you through the night. If you want anything else,
You know what? I don't think those suspenders are functional.
You guys owe me 2,000, remember?
I do.
Yeah, I'm not really 100% sure what
Especially since this was your first job
the...
but
I mean, they were in the original game as well, but like, I'm not 100% clear what function they serve.
but not for long. I'm collecting money for filters tomorrow.
Hashtag Japan.
And you're sure about that?
Of course, as long as you help, that is. Wait, then I have to pay you for that too.
I guess the idea is so that she can attach things to her belt without her skirt falling down.
That's what we agreed on, so that'll be the price.
Eh?
With what you gave me.
Like, I'm just hypothetically speaking, if that utility miniskirt thing that she has pockets, which it looks like it does, she could put things in there that are heavy without her skirt falling down.
I mean, a belt would accomplish the same thing, but it, you know.
That's the best explanation I can come up with. I know it's not great, but you know. Why would you sleep in those? And with the pauldron on as well.
Guess it's time for introductions.
Yeah, it's one of those, you know, like you're asleep, your head just lulls suddenly the wrong direction, and oh, whoops, I impaled myself on my fucking pauldron. Also, the one pauldron thing, I fucking just, why?
I don't know.
I hear the excuse like, oh, well, you know, you want your main hand, you want more range of motion on that set. Well, fucking... Ugh.
Maybe,
There's some fucking, like, shoulders in WoW where it's like a one pauldron thing, and my transmog absolutely never includes that shit. It just... Asymmetry. Why? You either need the protection or you don't. Like, oh, well, I'm always just gonna make sure that side's facing the enemy. Yeah, unless they come from both ways, and then what? So you're talking about the practicality of people's outfits in a JRPG. I know.
oh, dude.
Bad guy of some sort.
Oh, no, I know what the... okay. He's gonna snap out of it, and then he's gonna have his sword raised to some child or something. I fucking know it. Oh, no, it's one of these guys. What the fuck?
What are you doing to Marco? This is his apartment. He's got a few problems, but he's not a bad guy. The landlady asked me to check on him now and then to make sure he's okay. Can I ask you to do the same?
Oh shit.
The landlady, you say? Who gives a fuck what that leech asked for?
They are in slums, so the landlady is not really... The landlady is probably another prole.
Well, definitionally, no.
Even in a slum?
Yeah. Slumlords are the absolute worst kind of fucking landlord.
Oh, fair enough.
If they were a fucking comrade, they wouldn't be charging people for a shitty apartment. Like,
I mean,
it's like I saw this shit on Facebook yesterday or day before where some guy's like, I own my own truck and I work for myself, so did I seize the means of production? I'm like, no, asshole. Somebody paid for that truck. You didn't seize a goddamn thing.
wait a minute. Holy shit. Oh my god, you literally can't see this guy. Oh no, give me control of the camera again. God damn it.
I'm Marl, your landlady. So how
Let
do
me
you like
guess.
the place?
The landlady.
You from up on high?
I've been around.
I'll bet. No matter. All kinds come through with all
I don't think this is your typical rent agreement, though.
near to bend, I'll lend you mine. Can be about anything, even Tifa.
What's she to you?
The granddaughter I never had. And if you hurt her, I'll take it out of your hide.
She's like, I'm not a regular landlady. I'm a cool landlady.
Best get a move on to Seventh Heaven. She's got a head start on you and then some.
I highly doubt any of these people pay her actual money. They probably have some sort of bartering arrangement. I mean, look at these. Look at this.
Well, yeah, I mean, and like the fucking favelas in Rio and whatever, but like it's still fucking exploitation, man.
Dude. Yeah, in the original game, it was nighttime the entire time you were in Midgar, so like seeing it in daylight, quote unquote, not that you can see the sun, but that's pretty crazy. Because like you never got to see it in the original game, like at all. So you just had to imagine. And now it's like, oh man.
See, now this just makes me want like a like, you know, super realistic graphic remake of fucking Jazz Jackrabbit or something I was playing while you were playing this the first go around. Of course, no one fucking cares about any of the games I was playing back then, so it's not gonna happen, but...
Weapons, you say? I've yet to come across a store, so I'm...
You doing a commie run on this?
I don't know if I can. You know, I have no idea how this game is balanced. I wouldn't want to do a quote-unquote blind commie run.
Yeah, there's enough change that you don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. I've already gotten like a handful of materia and spells that like were not, or not spells, but like support abilities that just straight up weren't in the original.
That's one of my favorite things about Death Stranding is there's no buying anything in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like you gather materials and you craft stuff, and that's it. Like when you do jobs for people, they give you likes, but you don't have to spend the likes. You just continuously gain more and more of them, and they don't seem to do anything. The likes are kind of like XP, I guess. Is like the best way to describe them.
I bet there's people that wish it worked that way on social media.
Right. Well, I mean, you can kind of spend your accumulated clout on whatever platform, whether it's, you know, upvotes on Reddit or fucking, you know, favorites on Twitter, likes on Facebook, whatever. You can spend those, you know, like posting sponsored content and then losing followers because of it is basically like spending them. So, but yeah, in Death Stranding, you don't have to spend anything except materials that you gather. So I think that that's cool. I'm fairly certain you would fucking hate the game. Because there's literally just a whole shitload of building stuff for the sake of building stuff, you know? Like, I spent 9 hours last Saturday building a road. Amanda's laughing behind me. I don't know if you can hear that, but she's laughing because I spent 9 fucking hours building this road. And then, like, as soon as I finished the road, the whole reason I built the road was to make it easier to like drive long distances back and forth between these two cities. And then like I finished building the road and like, oh, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes later, it was like, welp, now I need to go somewhere the road doesn't go. So it was like, wait a minute, why the fuck did I build that?
That kitty's collar was very pink.
Oh, don't even. Okay, she's like, pizza delivery. Yeah, so there's this one job to do an urgent pizza delivery from like the far south of the map to the far north of the map. And then the fucking asshole didn't give me anything for it. I was like, well, fuck you too, buddy. The thing is, when you finish a job, sometimes you'll get a new blueprint so you can craft a new thing or whatever for someone. This gave me nothing. Like, just a few likes. And as I said, the likes don't do anything. So it was like, you motherfucker. I thought he was actually going to join the network. I don't want to bore you with how all the systems work. I'm serious. I really don't think you'd have any use for this game. The speed run is hilarious. Apparently in the 1.0 version of the game, you can do this thing where you like stumble and trip while peeing. Yes, peeing is an integral mechanic to the game. And then it makes you just like stutter, hover, like fly for some fucking reason. It's like one of the most hilarious this pass through QA because it's a ridiculous edge case kind of thing I've ever seen. But the guy I watched shows the current world record was like, people in chat kept going, "What the fuck is it?" Because nobody else is doing this in this speedrun yet. The game's still relatively new. So, speedrun isn't like perfectly optimized yet. And I'd watched the previous world record and this trick didn't get used, but then this guy does, he's like, "Oh yeah, it's pea flying." And it took me a while to figure out. I was like, P, why the letter P? No, not the letter P, like P as in urine. Yes, you can urinate in this game. And there's a good reason too. It comes in handy sometimes. Basically, there's like these sort of undead things that they call the BTs, and the only way to get rid of them is using various weapons made of the player character's bodily fluids. So when you run out of weapons, if you happen to have some urine stored up, you can literally just turn around and pee on them and they'll go away.
Wow.
It's like, when I say it's not an elegant solution, I mean that in every possible way you could define that, because it's slow for starters. You have to like turn around, like get yourself lined up with them as they're coming at you to drag you off to hell. You have to turn around, like aim up, unzip, fucking, flip it on out there and let loose, and all of this before they grab you to drag you off to hell. But I have successfully actually saved the player character on numerous occasions by peeing on things, so oh, Kojima, never change.
Alright, oh shit, look at all this fucking materia that I can buy. Yeah.
Is that Phoenix Down? I believe I've heard of that.
I know what that is. Yeah.
Isn't that a thing where you use it like the wrong way to like skip some boss fight?
Yeah, if you use it, because it's a revival item, right? So if you use it on an undead enemy, it kills them instantly.
Right, yeah, okay. Hey, look, I knew a thing. I'm pretty sure I only know that because I've watched speedruns, like, on GDQ, but, yeah.
Right.
See, I knew a thing. That's probably the only fucking thing of value that I know about Final Fantasy right there. Is that one fucking trick, just because it's a super duper time save.
Thanks.
Dude, this guy's hair.
That's a lifestyle choice. Actually, you know what? Looks a lot like Mark Hoppus does right now.
And let us know when your filter next needs changing.
Right. Okay, so Tifa's basically giving me the tour and showing me all the shops because I couldn't fucking find them on my own earlier.
Oh, hey, you want something that'll make you feel old? So, Mark Hoppus, the bassist from Blink-182, yeah, he's got kids who are teenagers now. How the fuck is that possible?
Well, you see, when a man and woman love each other very much...
and the passage of time, yeah, I know. It's just, it's insane to me that... Because, you think about a band like Blink-182 and you're like, they never grow up. Well, yeah, but they do get older, apparently. I was watching some interview and he was talking about how, like, everyone's always like, oh, you're so cool, because, he's in a really successful fucking band, so, like, a lot of people would agree, like, oh, he's cool, but, of course, his kids are like, no, you're not cool, and he's like, I'm kind of cool. I'm in a band. They're like, well, you're in a band, cool, but you're not, like really cool. I thought that was funny as hell.
Pretty good at taking care of myself, you know.
Because everyone just always has to think that their parents are lame.
Better him than you.
Yeah.
No charm,
Oh man, what was I gonna say?
I've got skills.
Oh man, a total brain fart. Whatever.
You're looking awfully glum.
He's Cloud. He always looks glum.
A good long rest to cure anything, I tell you.
A tried and true lesson for life on the ground.
He can't put on a different facial expression. That would change his character.
Your money.
Thanks, Marl. You take care of yourself.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Taking a break it. Yeah, okay.
Tifa's a bootlicker!
I don't think that old lady qualifies as the boot. The boot is up there. There are no boots down here.
There are varying qualities and sizes of boots, okay?
I'm just saying, they're
The
obviously...
fucking-
They're obviously...
The bourgeoisie are still fucking bourgeoisie, alright?
Even under, like... Even under, like... the rule of fascism, like, are they really able to make that distinction? Just because...
Oh, absolutely. Like, that's how you can fucking tell, like, fascism's really close to coming, is when all of a sudden the petite bourgeoisie start really hardcore throwing their lot in with the ruling class.
Yeah, but I don't think... I don't think the old lady's doing that. This is my 2 cents.
Well, I'm just talking shit. I obviously don't know jack about this game. I'm just saying fucking all landlords can burn.
Well, that lady wasn't even in the original game, so she's... There's all sorts of new shit happening here.
Ah yes, Final Fantasy now comes with leeches.
Well, when will Barrett be back with the rest?
Before we open up tonight. It'll be a while yet, so... What do you want to do?
Don't really know.
In that case, I've got a suggestion.
Always.
If you're serious about becoming a merc, then you're going to need to start making connections. It's not what you know, but who you know?
Serious about becoming a merc? Are you serious? I just assisted in a terrorist bombing. I think I'm serious.
Jobs build your rep, and more rep gets you better connections.
How do I start?
Why not help out the neighborhood watch? They're mostly volunteers, but you'll get to know people.
Yeah, okay.
It's like going up to the 9/11 quote-unquote hijackers and being like, you know, so if you want to be serious about this, what you got to do is network.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't bring up 9/11. You know better than that, man. I'm serious. We had a poster up of the 9/11 hijackers, and then I turn around and there's 4 of them looking at me. All right, like, and then I walk up to the fence line. We had this, like, I say handheld. It was pretty fucking like chunky because it's a, you know, for in combat zone use kind of device, but it had a fingerprint scanner and a retinal scanner and all this. I'm walking up to the fence line with the you know, scanner, and one of the guys sees me standing there smoking. He turns around, he looks at me, he looks at the thing, and he just starts laughing. And I walk up, I was like, "What's up?" And he's like, "Did you just figure it out?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Always takes a week or 2 whenever a new group comes through." He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And so he walks over to, you know, the cutout in the fence where we would cuff them before we pulled them out, and he put his hand through and he let me scan his fingerprint, and I looked down and I'm like, "Yep, you're I forget which one it was now." I was like, "Yeah, you're so and so." He's like, "Mm-hmm." He's like, "Ask the question." I was like, "So you had significant, like, plastic surgery to deal with the crazy burns you must have got when you crashed that plane?" He's like, "Yeah, you know, weirdest thing, but y'all had me in custody like 2 years before that shit happened." I was like, "Yeah, I can see that on your file right here." He's like, "Poster up in that trailer over there?" I said, "Uh-huh." He's like, "Weird, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah." Now kind of starting to rethink my worldview a little bit.
Now that I'm hearing you recount this story again, it's like, I'm wondering to myself, did he even have an accent?
Not much of one.
Yeah, didn't you say he spoke
went
like
to a fucking
obscenely good English? Yeah.
Yeah, he like barely had an accent. Like, I mean, I've heard way thicker accents from people that have lived here for the majority of their lives, and it was just because, he fucking went to an American university in the United States. And near as I could tell from his file, like, he never really did anything, but then somehow the FBI decided that he fucking was part of the crew that crashed a fucking 747 into the World Trade Center, even though we already had him in custody at that time.
Did not everybody, like, were there people that, like, were in your situation that just, like, had, like, a denial complex about it? Or did not everybody go to the place that you were at the right time to see that guy?
Well, the thing is, it was just so fucking weird. You'd think they'd spread them out, right? Because, like, at some level, there's people who know exactly what the fuck's going on. But I was like, holy fuck, dude, if we have 4 of these guys, I forget what the total, I think there's like 9 of them that are like on the list. I was like, if 4 of them are in this one compound, and just to give you an idea, we were compound 28, and that was not the highest number at that facility. I was like, if we have 4 of these guys in one compound, do we have the rest of them? Like, what the heck? How did they not, like, split these guys up better than this? That was the, like, really mind-blowing thing. But as far as, like, people figuring that out or whatever, that wasn't, like, a thing where I, like, went running to the first sergeant. I was like, hey, first sergeant, guess what? The 9/11 commission report's a lie! Yeah. Hashtag shit Ginsu didn't do, and you know that because he's here alive talking right now. No, but I mean, I got to, whispering about it to, some people more, closer to my pay grade, and there were a small number of us that would, meet in relative secret. And would talk about these things, and like we'd get together in our downtime and watch Zeitgeist and shit like that, and be like, dude, what kind of fucking bill of goods did we get sold? And the answer was quite a hefty one.
So this is all new too. There was no weapon upgrading. You would buy weapons, so this is a little weird. I'm not sure, like, am I just going to keep upgrading the same weapon, or am I going to buy other weapons and they're going to have their own upgrade trees? That's the thing I don't understand yet.
Yeah, because you have to, like, spend rare materials or unique whatever. It would suck to then later find out, oh, wait a minute, that was a waste.
Automate SP allocation by selecting a weapon. Interesting. All right. I'm always down for more automation.
Needless to say, you'll have to try it out.
Yeah, buddy.
Man, it blows my mind how many
to a certain degree.
It blows
as we learned recently.
It blows my mind how many people on the quote-unquote left are still, like, fear-mongering about automation. It's like,
under capitalism, it's horrifying.
Yeah, and they never make that caveat, right? Ever. And it's frustrating. Like, make the caveat. Like, do it.
The people that don't make that caveat are fucking hippie and prim morons.
I know these streets better than anyone.
Because it's just like, no, automation, necessarily bad. Well, no. It could work for us. Oh boy, I just got a new email from my local leech.
Oh yeah?
Leasing office will be closed on Saturdays for the month of April. Neat.
Oh, darn.
Shucks, man. That's just my favorite place to hang out.
Now where am I going to spend my Saturday nights?
Exactly. Well, fuck this. Where's my calendar? Holy fuck. What am I going to do? Leasing offices closed? Shit. Oh. Oh, man. You know, like the CA closed. Now the leasing office is closed. What the fuck am I supposed to do with my free time now, man? Damn. No, seriously, it's really depressing because you know where I'm living now. I'm like, 2 complexes down from where I lived back in the glory days of the CA. So I still, well, not I don't go outdoors anymore, but back when I was actually, going out in the world, we'd go past the sign, which is all that's left. They tore the building down. But the CA sign is still there, and I keep thinking about boosting the fucking thing before that gets torn down too. Because that would be a shame. Somebody that actually fucking cares ought to have that. Putting it in a landfill wouldn't do any good.
Yeah. Alright, it's about time for me to cut over to the raid night. You're welcome to, of course, continue to hang out and rant. I just have to update the stream. Gonna be
Ryan to get Uber Eats to load at the moment.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I was in this, I mean, I am in this really, like, casual raid group, and they're suddenly getting, like, more serious, and I'm like, you do realize that the whole reason I'm in this raid group is because it's casual, and I can't really, I mean, it's still casual, because, I mean, they're only doing, like, 2 nights a week or whatever, but, like, the raid leader who doesn't even show up half the nights is like, now, time to get serious, guys, I want to see, like, and I understand that, but, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, they're probably... I'm wondering if I shouldn't just, like, be like, fuck it, I'm out, and I'll sub for you guys, but, I mean, it's only going to be painful for everybody involved if I try and get into this, and...
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I did the whole, like, chasing ahead of the curve and bleeding edge and WoW, and that is a serious fucking commitment that most people don't want to make.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even anywhere close to the edge, but I mean, like, when he, like, it's weird because, like, I told the raid leader, I was like, look, if you guys need a sub, I'll sub for you guys all the time, like, whenever I'm available. And it's like, yeah, man, okay, sure, cool. And then, like, next thing I know, he's made me, like, an official member of the group, and I'm like, okay.
Whoa, Hoss.
Okay, well, alright, well, as long as it stays casual and, you guys are cool with me, like, not being able to make every night, sure, I'll do that. But now it's like, and it was like that for a while, but now it's getting serious, and I'm like, okay, you do remember that I said I would sub, right? So I don't know how this is gonna go. Let me see. Update my cute little tags here. Alright, update information.